Comparative methods of performance appraisals include ranking and force distribution. Let's take a look at both. Comparative methods require that managers directly compare the performance levels of their employees against one another, and these comparisons can provide useful information for managing performance. The ranking method lists employees being rated from highest to lowest based on their performance levels and relative contributions. One disadvantage of this process is that the sizes of performance differences between employees are often not clearly indicated. Force distribution is a technique for distributing ratings that are generated with any of the other appraisal methods and comparing the ratings of people in a work group. With the force distribution method, the ratings of employee performance levels are distributed along a bell-shaped curve similar to grading on a curve in school settings. One reason organizations have adopted force distribution for appraisal ratings is to deal with rater inflation. If employers do not require a force distribution, performance appraisal ratings often do not match the normal distribution of a bell-shaped curve. The use of a force distribution system forces managers to identify high, average, and low performers. Thus, high performers can be rewarded and developed, while low performers can be encouraged to improve or leave. Advocates of force distribution argue that force distribution ensures that compensation increases truly are differentiated by performance rather than being spread equally among all employees. But the force distribution method suffers from several drawbacks. Perhaps in a truly exceptional group of employees, there are not 10% who are unsatisfactory. Another problem is that the supervisor may resist placing any individual in the lowest or perhaps the highest group. Difficulties also arise when a rater must explain to an employee why he or she was placed in one group while others were placed in higher groups. In some cases, the manager may make false distinction between employees. By comparing people against one another, rather than against a standard of job performance, supervisors trying to fill in percentages may end up giving employees very subjective ratings. And finally, forced ranking structures can increase anxiety in employees, promote conformity, and encourage gaming of the system. Consequently, a number of organizations have been involved in lawsuits about forced distribution performance appraisal processes. In fact, one study found that the use of a forced distribution rating approach may result in more frequent adverse impact violations when managing company layoffs.